Old Alabama gardener here. Today we're making pancakes using fresh picked blueberries. The first thing we got to do is pick the blueberries. So in this enclosure is where my blueberries grow. This enclosure is covered with 3/4 inch bird netting to keep the birds out. So here's a nice limb of ripe blueberries, far more than we're going to need for our breakfast this morning. Sometimes when you're picking the blueberries, a stem will remain on the blueberry, and you'll see me rubbing the blueberries between my hands, which will remove any of the stems. Okay, this is the all-purpose flour that we're going to start with, but we're going to make it into self-rising flour. So we want 1 cup of the all-purpose flour. I always sift my flour, whether I'm making pancakes, cakes, or biscuits. It's important that you use aluminum-free baking powder. We're going to put in 1 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder. And now, for this amount of flour, we need about 2 pinches of salt. Now we've turned that AP flour into self-rising flour. Now let's make the pancake batter, and we'll start by adding 1 egg. Always break your eggs into another cup or another container so that if you do get a piece of eggshell, then it will be easy to remove. Now we're going to add a tablespoon or so of olive oil. Now I'm going to measure out 1/2 and just a little bit more cup of milk. The little bit more will be used if I need it. So here I've poured just a little bit more milk in the cup, and I'm going to set that aside for the moment. This batter is still a little bit too thick, so I'm going to add about 1/2 the milk that I set aside. The batter is still a little too thick, so I'll add the remaining of the milk that I had in the cup. Now I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of just plain old cane sugar. Now we're ready to add our blueberries. I'm going to put in 1 1/2 cups of washed and drained blueberries. Yes, that's a lot of blueberries, but I like a blueberry in every bite of my pancake. Now we're ready to cook. And because I have so much blueberries in this batter, I'm going to cook it at a low temperature, somewhere around 300 to 325 degrees. Cooking it low and slow will allow the batter to fully cook. Yes, remember I said we were going to make blueberry pancakes? So here we are, all plated up. This is for my wife, and she has her syrup over there in the little bowl. So this plate is for me. Notice all the additional vitamins, minerals, and supplements that I take with my breakfast.